Alright, evening raiders. I want to talk about the patch that was last week. I wanted a week to pass here just to get a full extent of getting used to this change here. There was a change in the last update. It's a very small section of the patch notes, but has huge implications as far as progression and how you farm in King's Raid going forward. So let's talk about this. So in the patch notes, Raid Shop update. Placement of the item in the miscellaneous tab of the Raid Shop has been adjusted. Stamina potion has been added to the Raid Shop. You purchase quantity one at a time, and there's an availability of 200 per week. Now, my initial reaction to this was, this doesn't help TM raids because now we just have to spend more stamina on TM raids, not getting drops. And it just means we have to play more just to barely get more rewards. Now, after some time thinking about this, I still feel that the TM drop rates, I feel like this was not really the right approach, in my opinion, to address this problem with the TM raids that obviously exist. Because this just puts a undue burden where players have to either do a ton of dispatches or have to auto or manual significantly more raids every week. Instead of just being able to jump in, do a couple raids, unload, your 600 stamina or 1,000 stamina or 1,500 if you're doing a claim. On a daily stamina claim, just do a couple runs, just real quick, back to back, 30 minutes, get done, come back to the game a few hours later. This doesn't really help that situation, and I think Vespa's kind of forgetting that this is a mobile game and really shouldn't be treated as a game that people should be playing full time. Now, 200 stamina pots. This has extreme implications on how you should be farming going forward, whether you're a new player or you're a veteran player. And I think this has some consequences that I don't think Vespa accounted for. So let's look at this from raids here. So, Dragon coins are awarded for Dragon raids and the TM raids, both regular Dragon and hard Dragon. Now, the one raid that does not give any Dragon coins, however, is the field raids, and there's a slight problem with that. I'll go over this step by step. So if you're able to do the 8-1, Tier 8, Stage 1 Dragons, the stamina cost is 56, you get 13,000 Dragon coins. How this maths out is that every 150 stamina, you're effectively earning 34,821 Dragon coins. But you only have to spend 25,000 Dragon coins to get the 150 stamina potion. This means that you actually gain 9,821 Dragon coins, and your net stamina spent was 0. Meaning you're basically getting free farm at this point. Now how this ends up going, and then as you go to the higher dragon stages, the coinage will go up. In fact, if you're able to do the 8-10 dragon, which is 92 stamina, you're effectively earning 49,973 dragon coins per 150 stamina, and you're actually gaining 24,973 Dragon coins without actually spending any stamina, effectively, up until you've used the 200 potions. Hard Dragons have a slight loss. You actually lose 7,500, but you only need to do about 12 Hard Dragons to complete the weekly quest for the scrolls, and usually that's kind of a good point to stop now. We used to do a lot more hard dragon farming, but because enchants are not a thing with the TM raids, it's not recommended to spend too much time doing hard dragons anymore. Now, when you do the TM raids, how this ends up working out, and I'm using the normal stamina values, not the currently discounted stamina values for doing the runs. because I want to show what this is going to be like once that event ends, because this is not a permanent event that Vespa put up, or a permanent reduction in the stamina costs of the TM raids. It's just a limited event, so it's not a fix to the TM raids. The issues we run in here is, so you spend 100 stamina, you gain 7,000 dragon coins. You're effectively gaining 10,500 dragon coins per 150 stamina you spend. So your net loss is you lose 14,500 dragon coins every run for the first 200 runs. So what ends up happening is you end up in this weird spot where you got to do a bunch of extra raids, make up the stamina to buy out the shop. Now this depends on what you're buying in the shop. We're going to obviously buy the 200 potions, which is 5 million dragon coins. We want the NPC boxes, we want the reforged tickets. We can skip the 2 option gear tickets, and we can skip the scroll, or random scroll box, just to save on some dragon coin. Now, if you're doing those 200 potions on regular dragons, you actually end up with a surplus in dragon coins, so you can buy all that extra stuff real easy without too much issue. Let's see. In fact, it actually maths out that if you're doing the dragon stage 1, you'd only need to spend about 13,076 or 77. Let me actually remove the decimals just to clean this up. Let's just find the numbers to the right. So you only need to spend 13,000 stamina to complete, to do all the runs and end up with the positive dragon coins. Let's see. Now when you get down to the TM raids, it's a little more complicated. So you actually, because you're losing dragon coins, you have to do enough runs to get the dragon coins for the potions, and then continue to do more runs to get enough coins to buy out the rest, because you're gonna be losing coins the whole time, so then you have to make up the coins you lost. So while people running Dragon Raid will be spending only 13,000 stamina a week, someone doing, let's say, TM Raid Stage 3 has got to spend 103,000 stamina just to keep the cycle still going. Now, if you do field raids, you don't get any dragon coins. You also don't get any gold, whereas when you do dragon raids, you get the gold box, you get some scrolls you can sell, like the lower tier scrolls. You can sell those off. You get to grind all the dragon gear, get dragon selectors. So this is really crazy. So what ends up happening is the 200 potions a week, and it's 150 stamina per potion. So that's 30,000 stamina. You can easily spend a good 4,500 a day. If you're diligent, you could actually go up to like over 5,000 if you're like super diligent. But I'd say 4,500 is just you log it in every couple hours, empty out your stamina, make any claims, empty the stamina, and then just come back a couple hours later when your stamina fills up. So we can easily do 4,500 stamina a day, so times 7 days in a week, so that's 31,500. You can get upwards 60,000 guild coins a week if your guild's killing GC1, GC2, and you're doing ×3 guild raids, and you're spending at least 1,000 stamina a day for the 1,000 coins. You can get 60,000 guild coins a week. Now you're going to probably want to use some of those for buying Mana Core 2 option tickets, buying the Reforged tickets, UT tickets. So we're going to take a chunk off that. We're just going to say of that 60,000, you only get about 40,000 left over to spend on other stuff. And if you're not buying Manticore pieces, or don't need to, we can buy the stamina potions from the guild shop. Now they're 270 stamina a piece, or sorry, 270 guild coins per one stamina potion. So we could get about, let's see, so 40,000 divided by 270. So we could get about 148 stamina potions a week. Let's round that up to just a good even 150, just for simplicity's sake. So 150 stamina potions times 150, because they give 150 stamina each. So 150 times 150, that's 22,500. And we got a sum of these three. So you get 84,000 stamina a week. So that's short of the 100,000, so you gotta spend some extra stamina potions to make that up. Now if you do party play, you get extra dragon coins in your runs, and that goes for the regular dragon raids as well. So you can possibly make it up. You might have to stop doing a couple TM raids and go run some regular dragons just to make up the coin difference between the two. So it's going to be really weird for older players who are basically forced to go back to dragons or spend extra stamina to maintain their purchase in order to buy out the shop each week. Also, this is a lot of runs, so 84,000 84,000 stamina. If you're doing the stage 3 at 120 stamina run, that's 700 TM runs a week. 700 TM runs a week, which is way more than I ever did like in weeks like with TD raids, like by far. Like it's not even close. So that's one side. So we have to do a ridiculous amount of runs. If you're going a new player, strongly recommend you farm dragons. Get black dragon gear on like your tanks and priest. You can optionally go for the ID, the ice dragon gear, if you want the extra HP. But black dragon gear will most likely service you fine. Skip the field raids of Dark Legion. Skip hero suppression. Skip hero protection. Skip the lava gear. Don't touch those raids. They don't give any gold. They don't give any dragon coins. It's just going to be a complete net loss. So you're just you're spending stamina, not getting dragon coins. Therefore, you're not buying the stamina potions. They cost way more stamina to make the 3 option tickets. The 3 option tickets from the field raids. Best case scenario is as low as 17,500 stamina. Upwards 27,000 stamina per. Whereas if you're doing the dragon raids by yourself, stage 1, 10,000 stamina gets you the 3 option ticket. So if you're spending that, upwards 84,000 stamina, you're making 8 3 option tickets per week. You can very quickly make literally perfect black dragon gear. And then once you have that perfect black dragon gear, just go straight to the TM raid, start doing the stage 1. And what you want to look for in gear, and this is also why Dark Legion gear is basically dead, is you can go for, let me find this piece real quick. Oops, not new. Here it is. If you can get a piece for your supports, like your priest, your knights, and so on, that just has this one additional skill, increase crit damage of all allies by 10%, a full Dark Legion set's 13%. So you basically just got almost a full Dark Legion bonus. Yeah, you don't get the set bonus, you're breaking the set bonus on Black Dragon. Who cares? You get this one piece, you basically just made up the difference, and then if you complete a 4-piece, then you got even more. So you don't even have to get like a full set to like basically invalidate your Dark Legion pieces. You just get like this one line. The other line to look for would be the flat or attack plus 5% to the whole party, which I have a couple here. Should be Escalon. Yeah, this line here, and this basically actually matches the 13% crit damage, in my opinion, that Dark Legion offers from the full 4-piece set. So, and you get higher base stats from the TM raid. So, like if you're worried about missing the lines for like defensive stats, you're getting extra HP, extra defense stat on your accessories, extra defense or physical defense on the chest piece, extra magic defense on the sub armor, so on. So basically, field raids are dead. Don't even bother doing them. So yeah, in Portal, you go to raids. Once this stops running castle, please. Oh, my internet apparently went out. Well, I could still finish recording this video. So, I mean, this is how this pans out. Now, the other complication that comes up is Eclipse. Now, remember, I said 84,000 stamina per week. Now, this is slightly higher, 87,500. We get a lot more eclipses per week, so now basically completing soul weapons to 20, each enhancement 20 is going to be way higher than before. So you can actually finish your weapons way, way quicker. The other complication is because you are doing way more eclipses, you're also spending way more gold every week using those ethers. Because every ether you get and use costs gold. You spend 500,000 for every gold ether you pump into a piece of equipment, 350,000 gold per every red, 250,000 for every purple, and then 100,000 for every blue. There is some tactics you can use to reduce the gold expenditure to get to each 20 by purposely not using the blues and try to spread out the reds and purples into the lower levels. That'll actually help to reduce the cost because you get more EP towards those enhancement levels by using the higher level orbs. So it's actually more gold efficient to use the higher color orb instead of using like the blue orbs, which are extremely gold inefficient. So you may actually want to consider not using blue ethers anymore, like at all. Like just use purple ethers when leveling up. Alright, so my internet came back up, imagine that. So yeah, regular Dragon Raid to get your early gear and get dragon coins if you need them. Hard dragons 12 times a week just to get the scroll quest done. You don't need too many scrolls because you're only really going to be doing that on your black dragon gear. Skip the field raids. They don't give any gold, no dragon coins. All the set bonuses they have are completely invalidated by TM pieces if you can get just a single piece. If you're looking for PvP gear, honestly, just I'm probably not the right person to ask on that. I mean, maybe you still want to use some hero suppression protection raids, but the TM gear is extremely strong and probably outclasses them too. But Dark Legion's completely blown out, hands down. So, Dragon Raid, hard Dragon Raid for scrolls, do the Techno Magic Raid once you have full sets of Dragon gear set up. As far as what stat lines to get, that's going to be covered in other guides, but I just kind of want to explain the consequences of Vespa adding those 200 potions to the shop and how big of a deal that it's going to be towards everything. This ether changes is also like ridiculous because I used to only spend about 35,000. I gotta refresh this page. Come on. Oh no, it broke. Okay. But yeah, I used to only get like 1.2 eclipses a week, but now it's 1.6 because of the increased ether expenditures. Yeah, so it's 1.625. I used to do only about 35,000 stamina a week on average, so that was 1.25. So I was basically spending 123 million gold a week just with ethers if I was using all four colors. Yeah. Whereas if you're doing the 87,500 stamina, or sorry, 80, let's do the 84,000 like we had in the other sheet. You're now spending 156,950,000 gold per week on average, because you're doing now 1.6 eclipses compared to the 1.25. So it does mean we'll get E20s faster, which is nice, I guess. But we're also going to be spending a lot more gold more readily. And players are already having concerns as far as gold. Now, you may have to use that stamina for extra gold, but again, you can hit dragon raids, you can hit 923, you can do 1029 if you have high enough gold bonus. But yeah, I just wanted to cover the implications of that change, because Vespa probably thought this was just an easy fix to TM raids, but I think they actually created more problems because they just invalidated an entire mid raid. So now there's just the basic dragon raids, and TM raids don't even bother doing the field raids. And they created more gold sinking and eclipse, and also made enhancing soul weapons easier inadvertently. I don't know if they really intended that or even thought about that. Because every 140,000 stamina, you get an eclipse crystal. So you get 20,000 charge every single day you log in, which is roughly 14%. And then you get for every 1,400 stamina you spend, you get 1% on the eclipse charge. So it's 140,000 points. So as long as they don't change that without us knowing, and I will keep an eye on it, so if Vespa gets any funny ideas to change the amount of stamina needed to charge Eclipse, I will certainly notify everyone of them doing that, especially if they don't mention it in the patch notes. They want to do a little secret nerf and think they're being smart. But that's how this all works out. So just wanted to go over this patch, let everyone kind of know my thoughts on the changes and how you should be approaching the game now. If you're a new player, hit up the dragons, get those 3 option tickets, make your perfect dragon gear, then move up to TM raids. That's the progression path now. There's no in between. Anyone telling you to farm Dark Legion or any of that stuff? No. Absolutely not. Don't do it. It's a waste of time, a waste of resources, and there's much better ways you can use your stamina.